Hey, okay. So I'm about to give y'all a little story time on how Buddy tells me why he don't like driving trucks, why he don't use his CDL. I guess all that sleaze karma done caught up with Buddy, and now it's in his head to where he don't even want to use his CDL. He rather be home in a plant. To all my truck drivers and all my future truck drivers, being over the road can make you or break you. It's all about your mindset. When I was getting my CDL, I was working in a plant. I was a forklift driver, but I was a tugger at the time. This other guy, he already was a CD. I didn't know he had the CDL until, my coworker knew that I was going to get mine. And he was like, yeah, oh boy, got his, whatever, but he choosing to work in a plant. I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah. He was like, So I really don't be taking people's words. So I just went over there like, damn, Sleaze, I ain't really know you had yours. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. I like, why you in here? And he basically, told me like, bruh, that's like being in a prison. That's like being in jail. Like, only thing you doing is being in the truck. I'm like, huh? I was like, bruh, you eventually you could go home. Man, bruh, I ain't with that. It made me feel like I'm in prison, like I'm in jail or something. And in my head, I'm like, bruh, it's the money though. You're making more money, but you choosing to be in a plant? And he on his feet. This man is working. He's working. And I'm like, the math ain't mathing. It ain't connecting. The dots is all across the map, and they ain't touching and lining up together. So I'm like, okay. Oh, I take his word for it. Yeah. So Big Buddy that told me about Buddy that got the CDL, he was like I'm just like, yeah, bro told me it's like being in jail, like in a prison type. And he was like, man, nah, that ain't true, bro. That ain't true. And I'm like, well, that way he said, I take people for their word. If you gonna lie, that's your business. I ain't the type of person, I ain't investigating what you got going on, none of that. That's what you said. That's what you said. Okay, cool. It don't make sense to me, but it is what it is. So whatever. But Buddy tell me nah, cause his about telling me, cause she know his people and whatever. She was like, nah, Buddy just wanna keep his eye on his old lady. Buddy just he can't focus cause he got an old lady at home, and he thinks she gonna do this and she gonna do that and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what? He like, yeah, and I told him, this what the girl telling the boy that got his CDL already, I told him a woman go do what a woman gonna do, even if you always up in her face, she gonna figure it out. And I'm like, dang. And that's when I realized that meow be having people head going. Now I was gonna get on here and tell y'all about the experience, but I just got sidetracked to tell y'all that story, cause if your mind ain't focused on the mission while you over that road, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough. If you that type of person that always wanna be in the club, you always wanna smoke, drink, you feel me? You wanna be in the mix, you wanna do all that, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough. Cause out here on the road, the only thing you gotta do is think. That's all. Like, it's just like like he said, I could understand what he was saying. Like, it's just like being in prison. It's not just like being in prison, no disrespect, cause I ain't gotta worry about fighting and stabbing and somebody trying to get over on me. But as far as being like confined in a space, you 10 hours out the day, like you working, you in a box, you in a cubicle, and only thing you gotta do is think. But if you stressing and your mind focused on at home in a negative way, it's gonna eat you up. Like, it's gonna beat you up the whole time, cause that's the only thing your mind on. Excuse me. But if you the type of person that, if your home situation straight, say if you got an old lady, if you don't, like, if your wife the type of wife to hold it down and you ain't got to stress about that, you good. But if you single and you good, cause being out here on the road, you gonna see all type of different women. Gas stations, going to get food, you might see some at a truck stop, and that's gonna be another story. Which trucking company got the most females and the baddest females? And y'all could put me on about that. But you gonna see females, and you could holler at females, cause when females see this right here, and females period that see a man that's up here, they could go. They gonna go. Point blank period. Cause female like status. Female like somebody that make them feel like, okay, I'm secure. But over the road is really not that bad. But like I said, if you got a situation at home and you so worried about being home and worried about what's going on at home, it's gonna be rough for you. Like, it's gonna make you want to work in a plant so you could be home, keeping your eye on whatever you think that's yours, that's clearly not yours, if it got you stressing like that. So, over the road, my experience was fun. It's easy, cause I'm still kind of over the road, but I get to come home every weekend. But it's not that bad. It's just all about what you got going on. What's your mindset? Is you out here focused for the money and getting this money, or is you focused on partying, having fun? You feel me?